Although many TV shows have introduced captivating characters, some have mysteriously vanished without any real explanation. Their departures can be due to a variety of reasons: actors pursuing other roles, changes in the writing team, or simply the character no longer serving the storyline. Still, when a character leaves a show, not all of them get the proper goodbye they deserve. Here are some of those characters who disappeared without a trace. Some fans don't realize that Richie Cunningham had an older brother, and he was played by Gavin O'Herlihy. Chuck Cunningham was part of Happy Days in its early seasons, but quietly disappeared after season 2. There was no on-screen explanation, and the show eventually acted as if he never existed. The term Chuck Cunningham syndrome was even coined to describe similar unexplained character exits in other shows. After leaving the show, Herlihy went on to appear in films like Willow, Death Wish 3, and The Descent Part 2, and he sadly passed away in 2021 at the age of 70. Two supporting characters vanished without a word in The King of Queens in Season 1. Carrie had a half-sister named Sarah, played by Lisa Rifle. She appeared in 5 of the first 6 episodes and seemed poised for a regular role, but then she disappeared, and Carrie was later referred to as an only child. Doug's buddy Richie, played by Larry Romano, also disappeared after the actor asked to leave the show to star in another sitcom, which ended up being canceled after just 6 episodes. After their exits, Lisa Rifle continued acting and became the lead singer of an indie rock band, while Larry Romano went on to appear in The Thin Red Line, Donnie Brasco, and various crime dramas. During a period when Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley stepped away from Saved by the Bell, the show introduced a new character, Tori Scott, played by Leanna Creel. She was a tough, no-nonsense tomboy who briefly dated both Zach and Slater. But when Kelly and Jesse returned, Tori vanished without explanation, and there wasn't even a mention of her during Graduation. After the show, Creel transitioned into a successful career behind the camera as a film producer, director, and professional photographer, and she co-founded a media company specializing in travel and food content. With its massive ensemble and decades-long run, Grey's Anatomy has seen plenty of characters come and go. But Leah Murphy's journey stands out. Played by Tessa Farrer, Leah appeared in seasons 9 and 10 before being cut during her surgical residency. She returned in season 13, seemingly poised for redemption, but once again, she was phased out, this time without any storyline or send-off. After her role, Farrer had a recurring part in Mr. Mercedes, and she guest starred in several medical and crime dramas, including The Good Doctor. Yeoman Janice Rand, played by Grace Lee Whitney, was an early fixture in the original Star Trek series. She had prominent roles in many episodes and was intended to be a romantic counterpart for Captain Kirk. However, her screen time was gradually reduced, and she was eventually written out with no explanation. Fans were left wondering what happened, though Whitney did return for several Star Trek films years later. Post-Star Trek, Grace Lee Whitney became a beloved figure at sci-fi conventions, continuing her connection with the franchise until her passing in 2015. Mr. Turner, played by Anthony Tyler Quinn, was the cool, caring English teacher in Boy Meets World, often stepping in as a mentor and even temporary guardian to Sean. He played a major role during seasons 2 through 4, but after a motorcycle accident in season 4, he disappeared entirely. The only mention of him afterward came in season 5, when it was said he was on the other side of the school. After disappearing from the show, Quinn continued acting, with guest roles on Melrose Place, Pretty Little Liars, House, and even reprised Mr. Turner in the reboot Girl Meets World. Family Matters was a Friday night staple on ABC's TGIF lineup, known for its warm family dynamics and breakout character, Steve Urkel. But somewhere along the way, the Winslows' youngest daughter, Judy, vanished. Played by Jamie Foxworth, Judy had minimal screen time and was written out by season 5, with no explanation. She walked up the stairs in one episode and never came back down. After her departure, Jamie Foxworth faced personal struggles, eventually becoming a mom, and later opened up about her journey on reality TV. Over the course of Friends' 10-season run, Ross's son Ben, played by Cole Sprouse, appeared in multiple episodes across several seasons. But once Ross had a baby with Rachel, Ben essentially disappeared. The show never addressed why Ross's first child stopped showing up, a detail that longtime fans still find baffling. Since his role on Friends, Cole Sprouse rose to stardom on the Disney Channel's The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, alongside his twin brother Dylan, and later returned to primetime in a leading role as Jughead on Riverdale. Seinfeld underwent several changes after its pilot. In the original episode, George and Jerry frequently interacted with Claire, a friendly waitress at Pete's Luncheonette, played by Lee Garlington. She seemed positioned as a regular character, but by episode 2, she was gone. Pete's became Monk's Cafe, and Elaine was introduced as the new female lead. After Seinfeld, Garlington enjoyed a long and steady career in television, with recurring roles on Everwood, The Killing, The Magicians, and guest spots on countless popular shows. In Season 7 of Married with Children, Peg's young nephew, Seven, played by Shane Sweet, was introduced in a clear attempt to add a cute kid dynamic, a classic case of the cousin Oliver trope. But after 12 episodes, Seven vanished without a word. The show made a few tongue-in-cheek references to his disappearance, including one where his face appears on a milk carton, but never offered an official explanation. After the show, Sweet appeared in The Secret World of Alex Mack, voiced characters in Toy Story video games, and eventually stepped away from Hollywood altogether. Nick Moore, played by Scott Valentine, was a fan favorite as Mallory Keaton's leather jacket-wearing artsy boyfriend. He brought comic relief and charm, and was even given his own spin-off series. But in the later seasons, Nick quietly disappeared, and Mallory moved on, with no in-show explanation. Following his departure, Scott Valentine acted in various made-for-TV movies, voiced the lead in Phantom 2040, and eventually transitioned into business, working in real estate and investments. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and please consider subscribing and sharing Recollection Road Entertainment with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.